All right, welcome back. I hope this video finds the right person, whoever needs to do looking to purchase one of these guitars, and I'm gonna try to make this quick. So what I have here is a Epiphone Les Paul model SL. So SL series, SL model, and you can see this one's really dusty. Good condition. I purchased this secondhand through a local app called OfferUp, and it's where I buy most of any of the guitars that I pick up. Fairly cheap when it comes to purchasing guitars. So I'll let you know right away that I purchased. This one was listed for $130, and that came with, I believe, the amplifier that this came with as a starter pack. And anyway, so they wanted $130. I talked them down to $60. You can comment and let me know if you thought I got a good deal for this guitar or not. I talked them down because I said I didn't need the amp, and they wanted 80, and I talked them down, and a couple of days later I said, all right, I'll take the 60. So I went and picked it up 2 days ago. Here it is, March 12th today, or 2 days ago, or whatever, that I picked this up. So I've had this for 2 days. So if you're looking to get one of these guitars, I hope this finds you and finds you well, this review. So it's an Epiphone Les Paul model SL, and this is in the Sunburst. I'm out here in the sun, under the bright Las Vegas sun. It's 60 degrees out right now. It's gonna warm up to about 75 today, 70, so it's beautiful out here right now. Here's the Sunburst finish. This is outside. It's got a really good finish, and the reason I picked this guitar up was because I've heard good and bad reviews on it, but I figured, you know, 60 bucks, you really can't get much for $60 in terms of anything, much less an Epiphone or any guitar. So like I said, good reviews, bad reviews on this guitar. I'm just giving you my opinion as a new guitarist again after many years away, what I think about this. And so I bought this guitar, like I said, for 60, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now that I looked it over real quick, and just to make sure there was, you know, no dents or dings or major scratches or breaks, and I didn't really pay attention too much to the neck here. I mean, yes, it's extremely dusty, and you can see how much dust is on here. It's grimy, a little scratchy, the pick guard, not very much. I think it's just more dirty and dusty. There's still plastic, you know, under the caps here, around the pick guard, you know, right here by the switch. You can tell that, I can't tell, but I believe this guitar was the person I bought it from. Probably bought this as the starter pack, and they're probably the first owners of it. I would think somebody would have taken all this plastic off if they were maybe more serious about this guitar. So I'm assuming they bought it. They said it was for their kid and he didn't play it anymore. They just put it off to the side. And being here in Las Vegas, it's extremely dry and humid. This is what I noticed right off the bat. I don't know if you can see this, but this fret sprout. See if you can get a good shot of this. I brought it outside so I can hopefully, let's see if you can see this. You see those nubbins sticking out right there? Right above the wall. There's one. There's some more right there. There it is. There's more right in the middle of the screen. There it is again. There it is. That, you're not supposed to see that. I just did this a quick once over, and I kind of just gently ran my hand up and down, and it wasn't too bad. I was like, well, it's not too bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick. Rub my hand. And now look at that. See that? That's what fret sprout does. So I'm assuming they probably put this in the garage, maybe even uncovered. That's why it's so dirty and grimy. And this got to drying out in the dry heat, this Las Vegas weather. It gave us this ridiculous fret sprout here. But anyways, besides that, this is a 1905, so that's the number it starts with on the serial number, and you can go to the Epiphone serial number lookup. Just go Epiphone serial number lookup on the internet, and you can type in your serial number and you find out when their guitar is made. And this was 2019, so for 3 years old, that went to sprouting awful quick. So it could have actually been that bad straight from the factory, and that's how they got it, and maybe that's why they stopped and they wanted to sell it, or maybe it just got worse. So tuning heads here don't look bad. I don't really know what a high quality one would feel like or sound like or look like. So, and I really haven't even tried to tune this since I got it. I just haven't had any time. But the neck is nice. It needs to be conditioned. Dirty. The overall look of it is good. It's got the sunburst front, which is nice, and this is a satin finish. And on the back side, it's more like a red mahogany kind of finish. I don't know if you can see this in the light, but it's more like a red mahogany, and it's kind of, here's a good shot, kind of right there. It's picking it up, the camera. It's real reddish, real red in the sun. There's like black, go ahead and drop this guitar here. There's black, kind of dark streaks right here, running this way. Almost like maybe they, I don't know, stained it, but it's not bad. The nut here, I believe is plastic. Still has the plastic right here on the truss rod adjustment here. So this hasn't been taken off, doesn't look like, or if it did, they didn't take the plastic off here, which is fine. The weight, and that's the other thing. The weight on this guitar, when I first picked it up, and I've heard other people comment, and I thought this was plastic too. I go, is this plastic? It's so light, this guitar. It has to be, just I can't even tell. I've looked some few things up, and they say it's 6 to 7 pounds, but this in my hand feels like it's 4 pounds, honestly, or 5 pounds, but I usually underweigh things, but it's extremely light. So if you're looking for a light guitar, this is maybe one you might want to consider. Overall, the quality of it is fairly decent. It's really good, actually. There's where they did the scarf joint. You can see a line that goes straight across here. So if you're in the market, I highly suggest getting one of these used. I think they sell new for $159 by what I've seen on the internet, by themselves. So I would say go on your Facebook, go on your OfferUp if you don't have that app, and find yourself a good used one of these. Like I said, I got this one for 60 bucks, so I think I did okay. You let me know what you think. If anything, it's going to look good on the wall. And potentially I was thinking too, I don't know, I really want a double cut, and I thought maybe I would cut this out here. I don't know if there's anybody who's seen this done, or if you've done it yourself. Have you ever made one of these Les Paul style guitars, Epiphones? Has anybody done a double cut, made this, you know, to match? I thought that'd be cool and give it a new paint job. But overall, hardtail bridge. I hear a lot of people have complaints about this. I don't plan to upgrade, and the pickups here do sound very hollow and, well, obviously plasticky, but I don't know what cheap is. But just because the guitar is so light, I don't know. Potentially wax pot these, and I might do that. And somebody else said these can be adjusted also, so maybe this pickup in the front here can be raised. But the neck was straight. I made sure to make sure the neck was nice and straight. Great looking guitar. If you can find one for less than, I'd say 80 bucks, or less than 100, I'd say you're probably getting a good starter guitar. So I probably would not pay $20 or more for this guitar. Definitely not $159. I think right at 60 bucks what I paid is probably all you would want to pay for something like this, but I hope this video helps somebody out. All right. Peace.